Okay, I call the Council on Aging Board meeting to order August 8th, 2022 at 12:30 p.m. Seeing none, we'll move past public participation. Everybody received minutes for June's meeting.
Yeah.
Any corrections or changes? Do I have a motion to accept June's Council on Aging
Motion
minutes?
to accept.
I second it.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, we need do we need a roll call vote for attendance?
Everybody's here now.
Oh, okay, okay, a roll call vote then to accept the June minutes.
Okay, Paula,
Yes,
Hardy,
Yes.
Carol,
Smith?
yes, Carol Smith, Teresa,
Yes,
Jack,
Here.
Donna, yes.
Okay,
You might want to just say everyone's in attendance except for Carol Laughlin.
okay, everyone's in attendance except for Carol Laughlin and Harriet
And Harriet
Fisher, associate member. Okay, moving on to new business. Cindy, monetary gift from the church closing.
So the church that closed down the street on College Highway donated $5,000 to the senior center. So I put it into our gift account and the select board accepted it. I turned it over really fast, so it was a very generous gift. We can decide what to do with it. It can sit in the gift account until we need something, but it is in our COA gift account. And we did send a thank you to them.
Oh, excellent.
Mhm.
That is a generous gift.
Yes.
Very nice.
They had money when they closed, so they donated to several organizations in Southwick. So it was very nice of them to think of us.
Okay, director evaluation. I know I received an evaluation via email.
I did too.
Okay, so everybody have a chance to kind of look at that? Okay, I did put a statement together on behalf of the board. So it is again with great pleasure that we, the Board of Directors of the COA, once again endorse the positive evaluation of our director, Cindy Sullivan. Cindy continues to meet or exceed all goals and expectations. Many outstanding programs have continued and expanded. It is also commendable to see the start of some new programs, such as the companion program and the effort to update the FRTA new software, as well as seniors helping seniors. Although a lot of work, time, and effort, we see and enjoy the benefits of the merging of the COA with Parks and Rec. Much positive feedback has been received from the intergenerational programs, and we look forward to more. Partnering with many different local agencies also has provided many benefits for our seniors. Despite the continuance of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are proud that we remained open and were able to continue to meet the needs of our senior population, a tribute to Cindy's efforts and diligence. Cindy is receptive and responsive to our seniors. Cindy continues to pursue all monetary avenues in support of the senior center. We look forward to continuing our work with Cindy Sullivan.
Very good.
very nice.
Do I- Do I have a motion to accept our statement?
I'll second it then.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call vote to accept our message.
Okay, Paula,
Yes,
Hardy,
Yes.
Carol Smith,
yes.
Teresa,
Yes,
Jack,
Yeah.
Donna, yes.
Okay, I'll pass it around and we can sign it.
Thank you very much. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Okay, update about programs, dining room.
I don't know, it's been pretty good at times now,
Mhm.
and it's like, it depends about what they're having, that's what it is. Yes, that's for sure, but we had 12, I think, last week one day, and then we had like 8 today, so I thought it was pretty good for us.
Mhm.
It's staying pretty steady.
Plus the grab and go. So there's always grab and go and then
Yes.
people who eat inside, but the numbers inside are increasing.
I thought we Thought I read somewhere you're gonna get rid of the grab and go or
Well,
stop it.
Highland Valley has wanted us to continue
They
it,
do?
so we
Okay.
will. The numbers are not as big as they were,
Mm.
but it's what, maybe 10
People,
people?
yeah,
So really, if you add those 10 plus the 10 or 12 that come in, we're over 20, so
Yeah.
even before the pandemic, sometimes we'd only have 5 people, period. So it's
Yeah, we-
better.
yeah, we have 2 or 3 bags with 2 in it. I mean, that go out too. So
Yeah.
that have 2 meals in it. Sometimes it's 3 once in a while. So
Yeah.
that goes
Yeah.
out.
I think in one of the statements, it might have been in one of the attachments that you sent,
Mhm.
there was conflicting information about grab and go. It said that Highland Valley was continuing, but it said we were not doing something.
Yeah. I
So I'm
read
I'm
that.
thinking maybe it was a typo.
In my evaluation or in,
No.
It's one of the 2 documents that you sent. I'll pick it up.
okay, yeah.
I thought I read that too.
Because we were going to, and then I thought Highland Valley was going to stop it. I think they were reevaluating and then they decided to continue it. So we'll do it as long as we have people to pick it up.
Brown bag.
Oh, Carol's not here. Brown bag is tomorrow. We now have Granville coming down. Granville people used to come and pick it up and then it would be distributed in Granville. The people who were doing that can no longer do that. So the Granville, residents who are signed up for it come here. But it's going well. I mean, the numbers are the numbers. We don't control them. We're just a distribution site. So it's nice to have volunteers helping and tomorrow will be a hot one. We'll have fans in the garage. So
At least you're out of the sun.
yes, yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Transportation.
So transportation is the same. It is picking up a little bit and we're more and more comfortable with the new FRTA software. We went kind of paperless starting today, which means that Gary, the driver, doesn't have an actual paper copy. We were doing both programs for a little while, trying to transition slowly. And today was the first day Gary didn't have a paper copy and hopefully he could just follow the tablet. So we're waiting to see how that goes. But Mike, again, at FRTA has been phenomenal. He answers all of Denise's questions and I think once we get used to it, it's going to be a much easier program.
Finances.
Finances are good. I just told you about the
Yeah.
donation that we received. Our formula grant, I did have extra money left over from FY 22. So again, if there's things that we need, we certainly have some money to be able to get those. And we think the FY 23 budget is going to include $12 a senior, but the directors are still not sure which number they're going to use, 2010 census or 2020 census numbers. So that will happen when it happens, but we have enough money to keep all of the programs that we've been doing. So
In classes, several instructors are doing it on their own.
yep, so we have right now throughout the summer, we've had Qigong, line dancing and chair yoga.
Mhm.
So those 3 classes, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we've had some sort of exercise class throughout the summer and then in September that it'll start off.
That up again. And then I did see in the newsletter, you have that welcome back day where the instructors will be here.
Yep, so that's the next thing on the
Oh.
agenda. You want to move
Oh,
on to that?
Okay, well, welcome back event. Okay, then.
Yep.
Segue right into that.
So the fall welcome back event is scheduled for September 7th. It's a Wednesday. It is the day after the primary election. So we are closed on September 6th for the primary election. So there'll be some maneuvering going on early Wednesday morning. Because what we decided to do this year, I think you probably all got the newsletter. We'll have a pancake breakfast in the morning, then the meet and greet, and then we'll have lunch from Highland Valley with the ice cream social after that, ice cream Sunday social, and then bingo. So like we did last year, it was different events. It's always nice to mix it up a little bit. For every event people come to, they'll get a raffle ticket and be entered into a couple raffle prizes. And that's that day. So it'll be fun. The police will be here with a table. Lisa Anderson and the fire department will be here again with the simulator of the cooking. That was really popular last year. Ross couldn't get over it last year. I think it was so cute. It was funny. The Friends group will also have a table here and, that's pretty much it. So it's a nice little
Class,
event.
any class instructor?
The instructors will be here. I know Chagan can't be here, but she's gonna leave me stuff, but each instructor can have their own table with their information. It was a nice time to get people to meet the instructor, and our classes have been very well attended. So either that's working or just word of mouth that we're open in here is working. So it's a nice event.
Mhm. Good. Okay, moving on, FRTA representative. I've been the representative for the FRTA for about 4 years now. And this is like the changeover because it's the new fiscal year. So it's a good time for me to step back and hopefully somebody else wants to step in. Because of COVID, we've been doing Zoom meetings, but they're talking about going back to regular meetings. I don't know if that'll happen or not, but when you do regular meetings, it's up at the John Over building in Greenfield. So if anybody's interested, it's usually 4 meetings a year, 4 meetings a year.
And what does that entail?
Well, we're part of this transportation system. Surprisingly, a lot of stuff doesn't involve Southwick. It's usually more in that area, but you're there as the representative for Southwick. And if we need to bring up anything, which normally we don't because we're working very well. And Michael, as Cindy's been referring to, is wonderful. He generally coordinates it, and you're just the representative. Usually I'm more listening than anything else, but that's about it.
But we do need a
Yeah, we
representative.
do need a representative. It's time for me to step back.
So
Do
you're
you
a
know what
messenger
date?
with
Do you-
information. Go ahead, sorry.
You know what day of the month usually
It's
they're meeting?
usually on a Thursday, early, late afternoon into evening. Usually starts at 4:30 to no later
to
than
be
6. But I mean,
late
you do
afternoon.
drive up, and then you drive back.
No.
A lot of agencies have been talking about not doing Zoom anymore and they're getting resistance because it's
Right.
easier.
Oh, it's so much.
Participation
Oh,
is higher on
absolutely.
Zoom, so
Yeah.
I can't speak for them, but I don't know if they'll get pushback from people who are further away.
Well, as a matter of fact, our chairperson, I believe, does a lot of traveling, and the only way he can be chairperson is if he can zoom in. So
Right.
I'm thinking maybe they'll keep Zoom, which makes it so much easier.
It does. Are you interested, Carol?
Yeah.
Interested enough for us to vote you in?
When's the next meeting?
They just
You
had
know?
it. Didn't they
Yeah, we
just have it?
had one, so I'm thinking, probably, the 3rd week of September, I'm thinking. Let me just grab look at my
September
calendar.
would work, October doesn't.
Oh, October is not a meeting.
Not a
It's
meeting, okay.
September, March, May. What am I missing?
September, January, March
Oh,
and May.
Yeah, I think so.
September, January, March and
Let me
May. In
just
January,
look
the
real
meeting would be
quick at
canceled
my
if it was bad
calendar
weather,
here.
or it would be on Zoom.
Okay, let's see, September.
So I'm wondering if there's like a backup person just in case.
Carl Steinhardt or one of the select board members are the backup person. If you can't go, it's okay, because right now things are recorded.
Mhm,
But if we had a representative, then that would be great.
okay. I would do that as long as if there's something urgent, that, I mean, those
Right,
dates
I
seem to
mean,
be
if,
good for
right,
me.
and if you missed a meeting, I mean, not everybody attends every meeting.
Right.
I mean, I was fortunate in that I did, but the rest of the whole board wasn't necessarily there every time.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. Yeah, I would be interested.
Okay, so again, interested enough for us to make can someone make a motion that Carol represent Southwick at the as the FRTA representative?
I'll make the first motion.
Okay,
second.
okay, any further discussion? Okay, now, do we have to bring this before the Board of Selectmen?
I have
or
to write a letter.
Okay.
I will
But-
write a letter.
With our endorsement?
Yes, I just
Okay,
have to tell
so-
Carl who it is as well.
Okay,
So
so,
we'll need a roll call.
Correct,
yeah.
Vote for this.
Yeah.
Paula,
Mhm.
yes,
Harvey,
Yes.
Carol Smith,
Yes,
Teresa,
Yes,
Jack,
Yes.
Donna, yes.
okay, so motion carries unanimously. Thank
Ultimately,
you.
it's the select board that appoints
Appoints,
people.
right.
Ours is just the recommendation
Yeah,
yeah.
to approve you as the person.
Okay, Highland Valley Executive Board Representative. Sorry,
It's okay. So we have not had a Highland Valley representative on our board for many years. Harriet did it, Herb Pace did it, Roy Benson used to do it. Those meetings, I don't know a whole lot about them. I think they might be monthly and they are in Northampton. I know some of those have also been online. So us not being represented, and it cannot be a paid employee, so I can't do it. It has to be a volunteer of the COA board, so I'd like us to be represented because I think Highland Valley drives a lot of what happens here at the senior center in terms of dining and Meals on Wheels, but I have said I can't force anybody to be willing to do it. I can only hope for volunteer every year we bring it up. Right, Paula?
Yes.
what does that entail? And you just have to bring information again? back and
So
forth,
that
or-
is, you're on the executive board of Highland Valley as the Southwick representative, so there's more meetings. And that would be more of sharing information. It was more relevant.
Mhm.
FRTA, I think, is relevant at certain times.
yeah.
But a lot of it is already in play, where Highland Valley, it can be. Well, we have a representative who does a lot about the specific meals, but it's more about programming for Highland Valley. Sometimes they'll want you to then be on subcommittees, but you can say no. Because they have a finance subcommittee, they have, it's the executive board, so they can sometimes make big decisions about what happens here. So it would be nice to have a voice.
So it's something that you're involved in but you can't be on the board.
Well,
but-
I know
but you're
what-
Involved in information. About
Yeah, like I can't
what our priorities
participate.
are,
Yeah,
but you
like-
could be a guide.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
All right.
If there were specific things, then yeah, yep.
okay. I mean, that's something once a month, that's not a big deal.
You want to do that
Sure.
too? Look at that.
I like to know how things work.
Well, there you
You
go.
know,
And,
that's
and I think Highland Valley is a good one. Just, take it slow with them because again, everyone is so thirsty for volunteers that sometimes they get overworked. They over volunteer. I don't want you to over volunteer for anything, so you'll have
Yeah.
to let us know.
Well, things that are intermittent are okay for me, and I don't mind traveling.
Okay,
Where was
I've
that?
never mind
meeting?
traveling.
Northampton.
Yeah, and I know Northampton well, so that's, I get up that way
Yep.
sometimes, so.
I think we can have two representatives on that.
what does Barbara do?
Barb is the nutritional
Oh, that's.
what is she? She's on the nutrition council. So we have Barb who eats in our dining room. Barb Mickna. She is our representative for that. So she'll go back with feedback about how the meals are, how they taste, if people like them, what people don't like, what they can change.
Okay.
So she goes to that. I believe that's every other month. So, and that's all been on Zoom too, which she finds easier.
Okay.
So should we?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
You're making me sweat.
Do I have a motion to accept Carol as the Highland Valley Executive Board Representative?
I motion.
Second,
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, then could we have a roll call vote to endorse that, please?
Yes, Paula,
Yes,
Harvey,
Yes.
Carol Smith,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes,
Jack,
Yep.
Donna, yes.
Okay, motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol.
We'll do it for a year. We'll see how.
Yeah,
goes.
see how it goes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, old business, senior sizzler.
So the senior sizzler was held last Tuesday. It was a very hot day. But I think most of the participants were cool in the shade. Right,
yes,
Teresa?
I was. And I have to say,
And
yeah,
Jack?
yeah.
The people working were very hot.
Yes, they were sweating. They were sweating.
But it was a great event. I think there was about 70 people there. Maybe, no, there's about 60 people there, probably.
That's a big
It was less than I thought, so it was about probably 60, between 50 and 60 people. Everybody had a good time. The police were gracious enough to cook for us. Lieutenant Banish, I'm gonna do a shout out to him. He made the pasta salads at home on his own and people love them. And then we had them for several days here last week at the senior center. So we thank the police for helping us with that, just like we thank the fire department when they help us with our other activities as well. So it's a great community partnership and we're lucky to have them. They were huge in grilling. It was very hot and entertaining. We had Jack and his guitar there and it was fun. It was a fun day.
Any other old business anybody can think of?
The only thing is the grants that we had, if anyone has any new grants, the cultural council grants are coming up. The deadline would be October. So if you can think of any cultural council grants you want me to apply for next year, let me know, both on the COA and Park and Rec side. I'm happy to. I did all three. We got all three that we applied for, plus the laughter workshop. Were all cultural council grants. We didn't have to pay anything for those. So just let me know and I'll look into it.
Good, thank you. Anything else?
I
Okay.
did find that information about, under goals, and it was on your self-evaluation.
Okay.
It says,
It was probably just a typo. Didn't
I
erase
think so, it
something.
says Highland Valley has decided to continue this program indefinitely. We are not doing grab and go and are encouraging
Yeah,
people to
that's
come
right.
inside and eat and socialize with us. So it
Okay,
says
we are.
not doing grab and go.
Okay, we are.
Okay,
So I'll
so I
change
thought
that.
maybe,
So you're correct, yeah.
it might,
Yeah, we'll
I don't know
correct
if the not is supposed to be a now or just eliminated just that word, the not word.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, seeing nothing else, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, we need a roll call vote to adjourn.
Paula,
Sure.
Yes,
Doesn't hurt.
Harvey,
Yes.
Carol Smith,
Yes.
Teresa.
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Donna, yes.
okay, motion carries unanimously. We adjourn at 12:55.